Amber and I were both in our early 40s. We were in the throes of raising kids. The last thing on your mind is what it might look like to lose your spouse. The early aughts, started a new job, and there was a bubbly, beautiful lady that worked in the marketing department, and the rest is history, as they say. We have 4 kids. They were all in college, and we were in exactly the most expensive phase of life. We had met with Chris just to go over some financial State of the Union type things. We had life insurance, but I think he probably asked, have you spent any time thinking through what it might look like if you need to leverage a policy?
He and his wife both bought these term policies in anticipation of converting them into, permanent solutions in the future.
It was a Friday at lunchtime. I was on a work call, and I checked my phone, as we all do, and had some missed calls saying that something's happened to your wife. There was an ambulance parked right outside of the Pilates studio, and they actually had already loaded her up. Her eyes were open, but I remember they were very glassy. They said that they kind of heard a thud, and Ambra had dropped to her knees. Effectively, she had had a stroke, which was completely out of left field. This is a woman who was healthy, who had run marathons. She took her health very seriously. We spent the next 2 weeks in the hospital, but the stroke was just too severe. It had taken 80% of her brain. Just wasn't an opportunity for her to recover. I knew that I had to be very strong for everyone else, especially my kids.
So I called Shane, and he was at the hospital, and he was just so overwhelmed with everything going on.
I remember the first conversation that Chris and I had about it, and he walked me through the process, and I just couldn't believe it.
National Life paid the $2.5 million death claim out within 3 weeks of her stroke, which is just unbelievable to me.
In a strange way, I feel like the death benefit empowered me. That was the first time in my life where I could make decisions based on the need and not have to worry about the expense of it all. Just absolute peace of mind. I knew that she wanted to be cremated, and I knew that she wanted her ashes spread on the island of Kauai. So being able to execute that trip in a way that completely honored her, that made my kids feel supported, and for all of us to find closure, man, that's priceless.
We spend so much time worrying about accumulation and college education, and I'm going to help you build wealth. And one thing can change the course of that forever if they're unprotected.
I would love nothing more than, other folks to understand the importance of having life insurance. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have the policy to kind of be there as a safety net for me and for my family. It helps in small ways. The fact that I can help my kids out with expenses and it just doesn't really impact me is a pretty powerful thing.
Every agent really needs to be a lot more aware of the risks that their clients have and be willing to have hard conversations. We are the people that stand between the void, right? The GoFundMe when dad dies and the family's left.
There isn't a doubt in my mind that she wouldn't be proud of me and proud of the kids and what we've been able to do. I'm just certain.